que je les ai tous. Donc par contre je préviens juste, on va faire un épisode par live pour parce que sinon ça va pas durer longtemps et donc ça sera un peu énervant. Vous comprenez? Enfin j'espère que vous comprenez du moins. Allez, allez. Donc là, je vais faire les choix inverses de ce que j'ai fait la dernière fois.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free, but Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
D'accord, on ramasse.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You? You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too. No one never lets the truth stand in the way of a good story.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
But not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. Which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Attendez, tac.
Get your liege
tac.
lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Je l'aime bien, je l'aime bien.
I'll do it.
Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield.
Cette fois-ci, je vais sauver Gareth.
Fetch your cup. Tonight we
Je
celebrate.
vais sauver le petit là qui a. Le mec qui est avec nous, l'autre servant. Parce que juste pour voir ce qui va se passer.
To Robb Stark, the king in the north!
The King
in the north! Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Aye!
Iron from ice!
Got it.
Je me souviens plus si j'avais fait ça, mais en tout cas pour les derniers épisodes, je sais très
I
bien
need
que.
you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my... How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you?
To bring honor to House Forrester, my lord.
You have more honor than those who were born to it. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between
Canistro,
us. We're
Canistro
celebrating
Gaming. Yes,
tonight.
salut.
I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Bloody hell. Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine!
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Can I get up to you?
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me.
Cette fois-ci, je vais le sauver pour voir ce qui se passe. Bienvenue à la deuxième personne qui vient juste
Just
d'arriver sur le
more
live.
wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
You'd better watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be much worse.
What the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Norin. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms.
Salut.
I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Ah, pig farmers. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
I'm sick of listening to your whine. With that attitude, you'll never be more than this.
Easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were Castellan, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
Et là, je sais très bien ce qui va se passer.
Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing, Lord Walders. In a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong?
Oh là là. On sait ce qui va se passer.
What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush. But what about... What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush?
Run!
Enfin, maintenant, il faut prévenir le Lord.
We need to get back to camp.
Allez, Timothée, allez. Oh non, non.
Garrett, we have to get back.
Je l'ai sauvé, du coup, je vais voir si ça va être
Gift from the king.
Tac, attendez, je fais juste pause. Paramètres. Audio. Volume général. Bon, je vais augmenter la luminosité. C'est bon là. On m'entend bien, on m'entend bien, on m'entend bien.
Ready, boys?
Tu charges, vas-y, charge.
Shoot that one!
Ouais, ouais, je vais sûrement faire arrogant.
Look out!
Mince, merde, c'est pas assez fait assez vite. Putain, au début, tu vois, avec les gens que j'aime, enfin les mecs sympas, tu vois, je préfère l'avoir. Par contre, avec tout ce qui est les ennemis, non, alors là, je fais full arrogant, je suis aussi arrogant que je peux. J'ai réussi ou pas, j'ai réussi ou pas. Ah, je peux pas aimer.
Good fucking riddance.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
The Freys. They slaughtered him, my lord.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Ouais, ouais, c'est une bonne idée. Mais alors toi, tu aurais vraiment pas dû faire ça, gros. Parce que moi, là, je prends mon épée, le Lord il me défend, je prends mon épée, et je te baise. Oh non, pas une flèche, une flèche.
You fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Voilà. On a les meilleurs boucliers et les meilleures épées, donc voilà.
Seven hells.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Well, the phrase says time. Don't run.
On sait soit, mais on sait très bien ce qui va se passer, mais en même temps, nous, on a déjà commencé. On l'a déjà fait, donc c'est pour ça.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time. I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors. You have to go.
I will do as you command, my lord.
You have served me well. I know I can count on you. Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those foresters.
Now go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters. With love from Walter Frey.
Cours, Timothée. Timothée pur, cours. Timothée, fais-le pour ta patrie. C'est Timothée pur. Nous croyons en lui. Timothée est notre sauveur, c'est notre Dieu. Il contrôle le monde entier. Essaye de faire le batteur avec hauteur et être pote avec Asher. Envoyer Boulet Malcolm et rester avec Beskar. Non, par contre pour le deuxième non. Non, le deuxième non. Mais le premier je veux bien. Enfin je je verrai ce qui se passe. Le premier sur moi, par contre le deuxième marque, ouais, je vais le faire, allez. Je vais faire chier tout le monde. Sauf ceux qui sont vraiment, qui sont genre principal, genre tout ce qui est, tous les forestiers, mais vraiment les forestiers purs. Pas genre achat, etc. Mais les autres, sinon, ouais. Je ferai le sympa, mais genre tout ce qui est quand tu pars, j'essaierai de faire le bâtard. Ou d'inverser ce que j'ai dit. Ou alors là, eux. C'est quoi ça? Il y a un cochon mort, d'accord.
Blood.
Fresh.
Est-ce qu'ils savent que j'ai une IP? Et comme mon IP, eh ben, elle peut tuer des gens. Faut vraiment, mais alors vraiment pas faire chier, faut vraiment pas faire chier mon personnage. Parce que moi, mec, je vais faire le gros mec sadique dès que je peux tuer quelqu'un, je le tue. Donc si je tue, j'arrêterai vraiment.
That's Father's car.
Ou alors eux, gros, ils vont souffrir, mais un truc de malade.
Bolton better give us fucking titles for this. Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon. Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Ouh.
Father,
I said move on.
I'm going to kill you.
Is that so? You can try if you like, and then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord
Alors,
Bolton
3
is
contre
the
1.
new warden of the north. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
No.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Come get it, you bastard.
J'ai un point faible du jeu. Et il n'y a pas Hitler. Ah, ça c'est sûr, qu'il n'y ait pas Hitler, ça c'est plus qu'un point faible.
All right. Finish this fucking pig farmer.
Pathetic.
You really are a pig farmer, aren't you?
Allez, vas-y, go, échappe. Rebelle-toi contre les Lannister. Mais pourquoi, gros, ils sont sympas les Lannister, ils m'ont rien demandé, moi. Ouh, la jambe. Oui, l'achever.
Please, I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. No, please. Lord Whitehill will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Brit, ah oui, Brit, c'est le petit blond nazi aux yeux bleus.
Father?
Garrett,
You survived. Your sister.
Aussi avec Ethan.
She hid.
Et ce coup-ci avec Ethan. Laisse pas entrer Ramsey et choisir Roland. Non mais je sais ce que Roland en fait. Roland, c'est ce que je voulais faire. Et Ramsey de base j'allais pas le laisser rentrer. Mais du coup j'ai pas compris pourquoi ça l'avait laissé rentrer. Mais du coup cette fois ouais. J'aurais bien aimé tuer les trois. Ah mais moi je vais faire la gamme alors jusqu'au bout. Moi je vais tous les tuer si je peux. En fait je vais tout faire pareil. Sauf que cette fois au lieu d'être un peu plus à la défensive je vais tout massacrer. Je vais y aller, je vais tout déglinguer.
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly!
Et pas de pitié dans le jeu. Ah mais de toute façon là c'est ce que j'ai prévu. Hein. Là cette partie là.
Two Whitehill soldiers?
Là.
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg.
Attends, je vais te...
Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
It was justice. They got what they deserved.
They did indeed. We can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Ah par contre les asticots ça c'est extrêmement dégueulasse.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Well, what do we do now?
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young,
On
and
parle du mec
altogether
qui a à peine 10
unprepared
ans.
to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
Roderick had already fallen. There was nothing we could do.
Well, I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low.
Et au moment de choisir entre
Lady
ce
Forrester will
choix,
be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Alors que Asher quoi.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Asher quoi.
rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
Ouais, non, c'est quand même bizarre. Bon, herbe médicalement que c'est surtout le mariage.
This might help.
Pareil.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now.
On aurait ça entre nous, le mec il a même pas 10 ans et demi.
Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true?
Oh non.
Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
C'est moi il fait encore jour dehors. Attends, moi je me couche pas quand il fait jour, laisse tomber gros.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest...
No? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
Robb Stark named him to lead the van for the march on Casterly Rock.
A fitting tribute, no doubt. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
He asked me to return this to House Forrester.
Ouais.
He said this is where it belongs.
Ah, je sais pas lequel je prends.
With
Je
his
crois,
family.
je crois que je prendrais chacun
Thank you,
avec ses 2000 soldats. Parce que 2000
Of course,
soldats, quand
my
même.
lady.
It demands a response. It's too dangerous, especially now. Now is the time to prove our strength.
Oui, je suis
I'll
d'accord
be
avec
sure
toi.
it's given
Faut
to
les
you.
tuer. Faut les tous les tuer. Faut les massacrer avec des coups d'épée
This
comme
was
ça.
our
comme ça,
land.
comme ça.
They were our people. Your family. I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with
Ramsay Snow, the bastard. Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution. We're the ones that should be demanding retribution.
They attacked me!
And they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument you cannot win. We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week. And what would you have us do? Nothing. I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders. Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle. Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy. He deserves to be heard.
We should demand justice.
Aye. Justice on their terms, which means they'll have your head. Justice is taken, not demanded. Then what's to be done?
On va tous les tuer.
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide. He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men. He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you. The boy was just defending himself. I'm not faulting him for what he did.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Fucking Bolton.
You'll say it was justice, they'll say it was murder.
It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan?
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall? The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
I'll do what's best for the house. So I'll go. I'm not afraid.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
That settles it then.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Faut que les White Hills, moi je les prends, je leur enfonce une épée dans la gorge, puis c'est bon, ils crèvent. Hein. Ah mais non mais en fait si tu veux, moi je respecte les gens dans ma team, mais en fait, enfin dans mon équipe. Par contre tous ceux qui seront
I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord
dans les White
Whitehill's
Hills,
heart
etc.
if given the chance.
Je vais
I
être
would.
tellement
God's willing,
arrogant,
someday I
mais alors
will.
à un
But for
point,
now,
je vais choisir
I
tous
have
les
House
trucs les plus
Forrester
arrogants.
to consider first. Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
He promoted me. At the Twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock and I at Roderick's side, but...
It was well deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry. You caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
Je peux pas augmenter le son de mon micro en fait. Je peux baisser le son du jeu mais je peux pas augmenter le son de mon micro. Attends, audio.
Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help.
But
I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help. Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
Désolé, j'avais débranché mon micro. Tac, tac, tac. Je me mets juste comme ça. Tac.
Garrett, wait!
Prends mon pain au chocolat. Tiens, un pain au chocolatine. Tu veux un pain au chocolatine? Oui, j'ai très faim, je veux un pain au chocolatine. Mais c'est pas un chocolatine sans métal, espèce de conne. Ouais, mais non, Until Dawn, ça fait flipper. Et j'aime pas les jeux qui flippent, surtout la nuit. Ça me gêne pas les films, mais les jeux, je sais pas, j'aime pas. tu m'entends mieux quand j'ai pas mon micro? Comment c'est possible?
Ethan!
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win.
Congratulations, your
Achève
lordship.
sûrement.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
He'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
I don't care what he says. I can protect you.
What does milksop mean?
C'est à 4
I
ans.
don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise
les
me you won't
forestiers.
be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a Lord...
We'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
Allez, vous voulez prendre des décisions avec un peu de
Since
chance.
you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted.
Arrête
for
d'exclure
once.
les gens, Paul. Tu sais, je vois quand même
Ethan
les
would be a
messages.
good
Hein.
lord, a proper lord.
Du coup, c'est pour ça, justement, que du coup,
The lord of
je
a noble house can do a
t'enlève
great many
modérateur. Et voilà. Parce que du coup, là, tu seras plus jamais modérateur de la chaîne. Là, c'est bon, je t'ai bloqué. Et je t'ai banni du rang de modérateur. Donc, il faudrait que j'aille sur la commande. Donc là, tu seras plus modérateur. À vie.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitetail has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
I might remind you, Sir Royland, I'm the new Lord of House Forrester, not you.
Ah non, mais moi,
Of course, my lord.
It's okay. You should go. It's what must be done.
Fine, let's be done with it.
Pa, pa, pa. Non mais pas l'arrêt de rigoler parce qu'en fait tout ce que tu fais c'est t'enlèves des gens et le problème c'est qu'il n'y a pas non plus une centaine de
They
gens qui
showed
sont
up
disponibles.
unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
The business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction.
Ah non mais de toute façon moi la satisfaction...
Now prove it.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got
Ah mais je vais
5
l'énerver
times
moi.
as many men.
Ah
And
non
the
mais moi je vais
backing of
l'énerver.
House
Moi je vais faire
All
plus
the
que
more
l'énerver.
reason to stand up for ourselves.
Je
Only
trouve elle a
cowards
tellement de
and
raisons
dead
pour l'énerver moi tu peux... Excuse je le referai plus. Non mais je m'en fiche, t'es plus modo. Juste t'es plus modo. Alors, Madame la Chifmolle, j'ai pas vous aider parce que là vous êtes très moche et on dirait que vous avez mangé tellement de burgers.
The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house.
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
J'aurais dû juste ignorer sa main.
This day all my life.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head.
Attends.
Bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord?
What?
You Foresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
Garrett was only defending himself.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you
Oh ta
denied
gueule
me
toi,
of it.
hein. Tu commences à
I'm
m'énerver.
not
Hein.
leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Non, pas des cochons comme toi.
Lady Forrester.
Tu bouffes des
Brother,
burgers
I
blanc
shall
blanc
leave
blanc
the
comme ça
door,
toute la
Lord
journée.
Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Ah mais oui, non mais de toute façon je vais lui faire montrer la sortie s'il
That
continue.
lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Ah, je reviens de certains trucs, genre tu suces des vidéos comme ça. Ça m'aurait bien fait rigoler. Attends, je reviens, je vais rendre ma chaîne, tu vas rire. Ah, ok. Non, mais de toute façon, tu vas mettre un truc nazi ou un truc comme ça.
He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Allez. Est-ce que ça va être épisode 2? Je sais pas.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay, if it's presented to her as it should be.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena. Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances.
Les circonstances, il y a un gros cochon américain, il veut venir nous voir. C'est plus que des circonstances là.
Ethan made this for me.
Ah bon, il va pas comme j'aime faire chier.
One was made by man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday. King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
M'étonnerait, le gros cochon poilu américain, il a sûrement gâché toute la lumière.
It troubles me to even ask this of you. Can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument. I heard them arguing about House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy, not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Tu prends le bus demain ou pas?
Good night, milady.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Oui, bien sûr. Moi, aussi, je veux être toujours sympa avec vous. Franchement, c'est retour du livre de charbon.
I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were
Okay.
my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she
Ouais,
called you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Ok, en gros, je reste hyper sympa avec elle. Ah, je sais pas si Paul, est-ce que je joue arrogant avec elle? Ah, je sais pas si je joue arrogant ou pas. Je ne sais pas. Ah, 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 ah. J'ai envie, mais j'ai pas envie en même temps, vous voyez.
You can do this.
Je sais pas trop pourquoi je dois présenter mes excuses, mais bon. Ah, mais j'ai pas trop envie, tu vois, parce que c'est quand même une grosse partie.
Lady Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Donc, attends.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Ojola Fayo, c'est les
Is your
Lannister.
family loyal
Ok.
to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Foresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps
Il
too
est
clever
content.
for her own good.
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Ah.
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you?
Bien sûr.
Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
Non, 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 non. Je suis la reine Cersei.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the rule? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Mais lui, il en a marre, il a
Loyalty
dit.
can be such a hard thing to define.
Il en a
The city
vraiment marre,
alone
lui.
is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question.
Ah ben oui, moi...
And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense
Je
is
l'aime
this
bien.
girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport.
Essaye après de
Even
devenir
then, he
pote
didn't
avec
trust Roose Bolton.
Lyman Lannister,
We only
épisode
spoke
4 ou
briefly,
5.
but your
Ok.
father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
C'est comme ça que j'ai été éduqué. C'est comme ça que j'ai été éduqué.
I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just because.
Sert le père du nain, il contrôle tout Westeros. Ok, ok, participants. Apparemment, on est 3 dans le live, mais je vois que 2 participants, ça veut dire qu'il y a peut-être une personne qui nous regarde via.
Mira, I was worried.
Non, c'est bon, voyons.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now.
Elle est plus que difficile, elle, hein?
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. That's probably for the best.
Via la plus d'une histoire de Tywin. Ouais.
Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as queen of the 7 kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Attendez.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
I tried to move them back, my lady.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes.
Heureux. Il y a juste ma soeur qui chantait et je lui ai demandé d'arrêter.
I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family.
Ah non mais j'ai plus que peur là,
I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. My mother wanted me to ask a favor of you. For my family. But as you said, you're in a delicate position now with the wedding so near. And I would never want to jeopardize that.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now we must both be cautious.
Of course, my lady.
Bon,
You're
ça,
right.
je vais devoir y aller. Demain, tu vas quand même finir l'épisode. Mais en fait, là, je finis l'épisode, tu pourras revoir la rediffusion de la fin, hein, si t'as envie. Ah, mais c'est vrai, les épisodes, ils durent combien de temps? Genre 1h30. Ah ouais. Bon, bah, attendez, je vais arrêter l'épisode ici. J'espère que vous avez aimé le live. Pensez à laisser un like, à vous abonner et à activer les notifications. Alors, allez, ciao!